Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, a very typical summer pattern. This is usually the official weekend that kicks off summer nationwide, and we had splash and dash pop-up showers and thunderstorms, a couple of heavy ones too as well, and we'll get to that in just a bit. So let's take a look first off at the big picture as we look at the water vapor imagery. Got a couple of areas of weak low pressure that we're looking at in the upper parts and the lower parts of the atmosphere. One down here by the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. That's going to keep Florida wet. You can see that deep tropical moisture, which has worked out well for us. Going into this week, we thought some of this deep tropical moisture would be getting up toward the northwestern Gulf of Mexico, but that's not the case. But it's a busy pattern. We got this trough that's all the way up here in the mid-central Rockies that dips down into the west, and eventually that has been helping to ignite storms across West Texas. Another disturbance farther north and east, producing storms farther north and eastward. But what's going to happen, we're going to get a little bit of this low that's going to drop down through West Texas, and then that low is going to kind of cut off and meander around at least the upper part of the low for several days. That means we got to go with some better than normal rain chances for a while and hope that we don't connect to any deeper tropical moisture out in the Gulf, and we're not seeing that at this point. But bottom line, we're going to see splash and dash showers and storms each and every day in the forecast, probably until next week, and then maybe a break. So it's been active in the west, severe thunderstorm watches all the way up through the high plains. Locally, we've seen a lot in the way of showers and storms. Interrogated this area back across southeast Texas. 2,000 cloud to ground, lightning strikes, some very heavy rainfall, and some localized flooding, even the threat of severe weather. But locally across Acadiana, it's been about a 30 or 40% type of day, but not in Lafayette Parish. From the southern to the western part of the parish, it was kind of stormy for several hours, so it was closer to 60% there. But most of us seeing widely scattered activity. Strongest activity at this hour, Opelousas on eastward through Port Barre. Some showers and some heavy downpours there. And then farther north and east, let's bring this down just a little bit right here. This cell that went through Ville Platte, Pine Prairie, and up through the Turkey Creek area. This is producing probably pea-sized hail. That's moving into southern Rapides Parish now, and some gusty winds as well. Pretty much moving out of Acadiana, and eventually that'll weaken as well. We did see a couple of storms that probably produced pea-sized hail and gusty winds earlier today as well. Now, overnight tonight, things quiet down through tomorrow morning. Then we do it all over again right around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I think we see more activity than what the models are showing. That's what happened today for sure. So scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We'll go 60% on the rain chances, but the day won't be a washout. You can see activity at least through tomorrow evening, and then we do it all over again going into Tuesday with a quiet start and a good scattering of storms going into the afternoon. Again, not expecting severe weather, but again, you can get some gusty winds, locally heavy downpours, and maybe a little small hail. Very wet across Florida. Could see some flooding there over the next couple of days. That system is probably not going to get a name. Meanwhile, we'll be watching this meandering low across our part of the world into Tuesday, into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It sticks around for a while, so it's going to make for a tricky forecast, but bottom line, wetter than normal pattern, and then perhaps a change down the road. Could see some drier air coming in for next weekend. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that after what could be a relatively wet week ahead. So showers ending early this evening, 71 the low, a few passing clouds later on tonight, maybe a little light fog as well. Then tomorrow, the summertime pattern continues. Scattered afternoon storms for the most part, but they'll get going mid to late morning. 60% on your rain chances, about 87, 88 the high. A little bit more cloud cover should hold our temperatures down, and rain chances staying healthy. Maybe a little break on Thursday, but not much. Better than normal rain chances through the next week, and then after that we'll be cautiously optimistic and hope for quieter weather. That's it for weather right now. We're going to have much more coming up right after the break.